How high is crude going to go? Well, today's price is that West Texas Intermediate is at 102.6 and Brent crude is at $105.6 per barrel. People expect that crude is going to stay above 100 for the foreseeable future, probably till the end of the year. And there are many reasons for this. One of the first or the most important reason is that there is going to be a shock of sorts for Germany and in turn the rest of West Europe. Why do I say that? Remember, in one of my previous monologues, I had said that the Nordstream Pipe 1, which was the only functional one among the two Nordstroms, was down for maintenance from the 12th of this month to the 21st. Now, news is coming yesterday that Russia has indefinitely closed Nordstream 1 also. Essentially, Russia is shutting down one of the main pipelines that carries crude from Russia to Germany. There are other pipelines that are carrying it still, but this one was the main one. And of course, they can always ship through tankers. Why Nordstream is important is because it's a direct connect, no pilferage, it's almost instantaneous. But how long can Russia maintain this thing? Because most of their places where the crude has been found is in permafrost, meaning you got to have the thing going. If you stop pumping crude from the earth, then what happens is that it'll freeze over, and to unfreeze, they need technology from the West, which is now embargoed. There's a ban on any of these companies, like Western companies such as Halliburton Energy can no longer assist Russia. So if a well were to freeze over and go down, it's going to take several months before Russia can bring it up and running. However, Russia now, so what's going to happen? Russia is going to want to keep on pumping crude. Where is it sending that to? First off, it is sending a lot of that to China. India is also getting some. Now news is coming that Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is getting cheap Russian crude for its own consumption and then selling its export at a higher price. Price arbitrage, whether it is stock market or oil market, looks like everybody likes to do arbitrage. Just like India was accused of getting cheap crude and then refining it and selling the refined oil to many countries. And I don't know if that's still going on or not. The official position by the Indian government is that there is no such thing, but the private companies will do what the private companies will do, maximize profit. So that is one thing. West is going to be in a lot of pain. And because the Western politicians stood with the United States, they all are going to start looking at US and say, now what do we do? Where do we go? That is why the significance of Biden's visit and his inability to persuade Kingdom of Saudi Arabia to pump more crude is very, very important here. Now, how much is Kingdom of Saudi Arabia importing cheap crude from Russia? In 2021, they imported 1.64 million tons. And this year, it is expected to go up to 2.1 million tons. Today, Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is pumping about 10 million barrels per day at 70% capacity, which means there is room to pump more. Will they do it? That is the question. Now, the president team in the United States is very confident that OPEC countries will boost oil production. If there is a temporary, choking or something of that nature, supply and demand choking, then the crude could go up rapidly from the low hundreds that we are at now to maybe 120, 130, but nobody expects it to hit 170 anymore. They're saying rather it might settle at the maximum at $150 per barrel. This is just, again, estimates. Things can change very quickly. So Russia, even as it tries to shut off its valve to Germany, has its own problems. It has to keep pumping crude. So how this is going to be managed is very interesting. We have to wait and see how this happens. India also cannot get more crude than what it wants because there are tankers. There are also refining labs. The refineries can only refine so much. I don't know the quality of the Russian crude, whether all refineries in India can, refine the crude or not. So there are lots of questions. More importantly, how is the war in Ukraine? Russia says that they are well on top of the situation, and Ukraine says, we don't think so. We don't know what the reality here is, although we are getting some information, and based on that, we are making some connection between the dots. You saw one yesterday, and I don't know any new information that has come in after that. But the one thing that I am told now, which is laughable, is that Russia is using some chips from washing machines and dryer machines in order to bolt them into their arms and ammunition hardware. Laughable, yes, but think about how hard it is. If you have a chip soldered on a PCB, it's very difficult to pull it out without bending pins, breaking pins, and so on and so forth, and then taking that thing, making sure it works, and then fitting it on $1 million armament and making sure that works. It's a lot of pain. That's how I see it. In conclusion, what is really going on? I think that there is some breathing room in crude pricing. However, there is another problem that is going to be coming up, which is fertilizers. Now, Russia may stop selling the fertilizer component like potash and so on and so forth. How are the countries who are used to importing this going to manage? I think I suggested that India, I have told you before, has an Ayurvedic Jadi Bootiyon Se Bana Sampurna Swadeshi formula, Jeevamrutam. I don't know if they're going to use it or not, but that is one place to look for India. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.